Are we live? Who's here?
Hello, Rachel.
Come on in, dolls.
Can you hear me, Rachel?
Show you to me, Rachel.
Show it to me,
Show
Rachel.
it-
Please show it to me. Hello, friends.
Hello, girls and boys.
Little boy.
Little girl.
Hi. Welcome to an extra special episode of Ears to It, Rachel. We're here at the Wilderness Lodge. Surprise, surprise.
Or maybe it's not a surprise for some of you.
If you've been following along, you should have known. We're here in Walt Disney World.
We are.
I'm so happy to be here, baby.
Me too. I mean, I'm sad because our trip is literally coming to an end soon, but it was so good.
Lot of
3
fun.
very full, jam-packed, very special days.
They were. And we made it count, really.
We
I feel
did.
like we did a lot in that time.
A lot.
Like a lot.
A lot.
I'm exhausted.
I am too. But also like not because it was like so good.
Yeah. And it's like
And
a good.
energized.
Yeah.
Also this iced coffee's helping.
Yeah. Iced coffee is definitely key for that. Hello, friends.
hello.
So we have more friends joining. Hello, friends. Yeah, we are. This is the perfect way, I think, to kind of like wrap up the very
agree.
eventful trip that we've had because we have just been
Going.
club, another club, next place, no sleep for
Clubs.
the last 48 hours. But for those who know, the Wilderness Lodge is a vibe.
We're doing good, hun.
Hey, hon, we're
Hey,
doing
hon.
real good. Thank you for the likes.
Tired,
Very tired.
but we're doing good.
Iced coffee's doing it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, this is a good vibe for kind of like bringing it down for the last day before our
Agreed.
flight's out. Wilderness Lodge is like one of those OG girlies.
High key, like the best place here.
Very vibey.
It's very bad. I'm
Smells
living.
great in here, like smell-o-vision vibes. Very like
Yeah. Burning wood.
yeah, it's like Palo Santo kind of. Yeah, it's nice. Super hot here, of course. So I'm also just thankful to be in some air conditioning. So if you see our content roll out over the next
Gonna
few
be
days,
looking
from
a little
here,
greasy.
we will be, but just pretend that we look great.
Yeah.
And we're having a good time. We are having a good time though. We had a great time.
We did a good job at like going into air conditioning whenever we could.
Well, you have to. And
We have to. Yeah.
No, you really do need to
Rustic.
pace yourself on these
do.
trips, especially in June. It's like, it's hot.
Yeah, it's starting to amp up. It was like 90 degrees every day, but the real feel was like 1,000. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely been a lot, but we were good at hydrating. We
We
were
were.
keeping hydrated. We didn't overdo it with like any of the booze or anything. We definitely had fun. We had some drinks here and there, but it's not like we were going like hard or anything. We were
No,
like
girl.
took our time. We were like, staying hydrated, definitely like ducking into the AC wherever possible. Those little portable fans are lifesavers, honey. That's
Yeah.
like
Yeah, very necessary.
well, I feel like we should do a little, definitely going to do full episodes when we're back in the studio, when we're back in Philly.
Filet.
But I think we should do just kind of like a little high level review of like what we've done on our trip.
Yeah.
And then instead of our usual drink or drag, we're going to do a special edition today of both.
Yeah.
Why not both? Drink and
Exactly.
drag. So we're going to each kind of name our like favorites.
Our peach and our pit.
Yeah, our rose and our thorn.
Yeah.
Whatever, those icebreaker things. We're going to do something like that just to kind of share a little bit about, what was great and what was not so great. Quiet, everyone. My shows are on, she says. Go watch your
girl.
stories, Grandma. Yeah, so let's do a little review. So we got in here a couple days ago, and thanks to Nikki, you were able to get us tickets
Yeah.
to Epic, like, on our first day, which honestly that was great. That was a really
Pretty
solid way
crazy.
to
I was
start.
literally like waiting to board my flight, and I was like, let me just check the app.
Yeah.
And was just very lucky. I was like, yeah, let's do it.
You have that energy, though. I feel like you're able to make that happen
It's
sometimes.
crazy. Like you tell me that, but I never really feel that. But
Gotta believe in
thanks.
yourself, Mary.
I do. I've been manifesting. It's been working.
Yes, honey.
Yeah.
Manifest. It was amazing. I mean, we were saying that though. We were like, we're gonna go. We're gonna go.
I kind of knew we were gonna go.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
So that was a really cool way to start the day. Although I will say it was a little jarring to like check in the like proverbial Disney bubble and then immediately be
Then
like, now let's
leave.
go to Universal.
And then you're like in the middle of like nothing.
Yeah, Epic it's a strange thing for folks who like when you do go and see for yourself, like because it's just so brand new. I mean, there's nothing there.
It's
except for a
literally
sewage
just, like-
treatment plant.
It's weird because like there's not even really like trees or anything around it. Like it's just like I feel like you could like look out on each side, and like there's nothing around for like,
like
miles.
Random
it's like
hotels,
very weird. Yeah.
Convention center, I-4, I don't know what it is, roads. So anyway, we got in that day and we went to Epic, and I feel like we really like started off really strong.
We
it was
did.
Like, it was a good start,
great.
which I'm happy about because I wanted to be like optimistic and excited,
Yeah.
and we had a good one. So I mean, I'll go organically and just say, so honestly, probably my drink for this trip, like the highlight for me was getting to ride Monsters Unchained in Epic. That was truly like, exceeded expectations. I've heard that it was like wonderful. I was like very scared as a tummy ache survivor to like to ride something like, but I was a little freaked out because they show you in the queue the kuka arm that like whips all over the place,
Yeah,
and I was like,
scary.
oh, I'm gonna hurl. But I watched some reviews and people are saying yes, you do tilt different directions and stuff, but it's very slow. So and I think it also helps that it's like practical sets that you can like see everything, and that was just such a highlight. I'll get into details on the full
really good
pod later, but I will just say that was definitely
it was definitely
highlight.
like a lot of things took me by surprise in like the best way. I was like, oh wow, this is incredible.
Yeah, it was super fun. So that was a highlight. We did that.
Got to see Victoria Frankenstein. Our girl.
Yeah. It was cool. It was cool. I loved it. We ate at Pizza Moon.
Oh yeah.
Which was delicious.
Pizza was fire. It was great.
Yes, it was.
That was like, I would say a 9 out of 10 meal.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Did you love?
Oh my God, loved Igor.
Yeah.
Yeah. We
He was
saw
doing
saw him on the street too. Doing a little character interaction. Yeah, he was cool.
Yeah, that
He was
nose.
funny. Yeah, he had that big prosthetic nose, honey.
He has like a Waluigi nose on.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was cool. So we did that. We got to do all 5
lands.
like lands.
Yeah, and
portals.
we did something in every land.
Yeah.
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 Which was great.
To take it from here, I feel like you have some experiences that you have.
So in Epic, as far as like my favorite, honestly, probably my favorite thing of the whole trip was the Harry Potter show. The like mystical creatures or whatever magical creature show.
Cirque
Arcanu was like it was definitely by far like hands down the best theme park like show I've ever seen. Like it was like so good. Like pretty close to like Broadway level production, I would say.
It's awesome, yeah.
I mean,
technically,
actually, like I feel like it was maybe better technically in some ways.
It was impressive.
It was really impressive.
Yeah,
like puppetry.
Yeah, all illusions.
Like it was just really, really good.
Yeah, don't look up spoilers online.
Spoilers.
Don't like ruin it for yourself. Just go see it. You will be gooped.
There's I mean, I guess this isn't really a spoiler, but there's like a really like big pre-show moment that I literally thought we were in the show already, but it was actually just like the pre-show, and I was like, that was amazing. And then they were like, oh, here's the real theater.
Yeah, we didn't even realize.
Okay, it was amazing.
Yeah, that was awesome.
I loved it.
It was so good. And it was a nice experience to be able to do outside of some of the other, like, less savory experiences.
Yeah.
So that was definitely a cool one. Also, just that land is, like,
it's amazing.
Oh, my God. Like, the immersiveness of it was literally 10 out of 10. Like, incredible.
Yeah.
So it was very cool. We had some other, like, less good food experiences, less good ride experiences. Full details to come, but, like, any previews?
I mean, let's just say my pit was also at Epic.
Yeah.
It's like I had my highlight and I had my low point
literal
of the trip.
pit.
Yeah, literal pit. Yeah.
Yeah, that was crazy. We did ride Stardust Racers too.
That was insane.
I can say with full confidence that is the most intense ride of any kind, but certainly roller coaster I've ever been on in my life. I felt like my brain was like scrambled eggs when we got off of that.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, I've ridden King to Ka in like Jersey, which is like was the tallest, fastest roller coaster. This to me like was more intense than that. It was like
immediately no.
Scrambled eggs.
Immediately no. Yeah, I hated it.
It was a lot.
It was not good.
Oh, Blair's saying do tell.
Do tell.
About the Harry Potter thing? Well, or about my pit? Well, I'll just say, okay, so, I mean, I'm not spoiling anything. Like, I literally got stuck on Ministry of Magic for a good, like, half hour.
Oh, yeah.
In the dark. Literally, the vehicle was shaking, doing some weird things. It dropped at one point. There were people having panic attacks, kids screaming. So yeah, that was it, really. Like, I literally got halfway through the ride after I waited a very, very long time in the single rider line. I waited like 120 minutes.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And then it broke down halfway through, and then they like had to evacuate us. Basically, it was a lot.
Yeah, no thanks.
Wasn't great.
I was happily waiting on the outside.
You were having a ball on the outside, having drinks,
honey.
taking pics.
Yeah, I was living life, honey. I don't know what the she's saying, but I am living.
Yeah, I am living.
Yeah, but I'm glad you got to experience that. But again, it all worked out because
in the end, I'm kind of glad. Like, it's a good story. Hey.
Yeah, and then you
Yeah.
got to ride something else because of it.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's
exactly.
like whatever. You
Yeah.
know? So we did explore some more. We did go into Super Nintendo Land. Very cool. Bebopped around there a little bit. And then we closed out the night at Isle of Burke, and we got to ride
Yeah.
Toothless, which was super fun.
Really fun.
Hiccups, wing
Wing
gliders.
gliders.
Wow, this is really cool.
Yeah.
I mean, why does he sound like Jennifer Coolidge? That's literally
Yeah,
what he sounds
Hiccup
like.
does sound like Jennifer Coolidge a little bit.
Yeah. So we rode that, which was a nice end to the evening.
Yeah, it was
thing.
great.
And then a
we
not
saw,
so
like,
nice end to the evening.
we were trying to leave through the hotel, and then we got to the hotel, and they were like, you can't come in because you don't have the key.
Yeah, so then we got to the front to call like a car.
and that.
And then the security guard he gave us a fun story about
He was
the
like, did you
construction.
ever see anybody get their fingers chopped off?
And we were like, what? No.
He was like, people died during construction on Ministry of Magic, just so you know. And I was like,
Yep.
explains why it broke down while I was on it.
Yeah. And then he
So
walked
cool.
off on the job. He was like,
Then
is
he
it 10
left.
o'clock yet? And we were like, it's like 9:37. He was like, I think I'm just going to go. And he literally just walked away. And we were like, all right. And that was
Great.
that. So it was pretty magical. And then, as I always feel when I leave Universal, we were both like, get me back to Disney immediately.
We were like relieved to get back. I mean, Epic was a wonderful park.
Very cool.
Loved
Glad
it.
we did it.
Glad we did it.
Gorgeous gowns.
But yeah, it's just like, it's nice to get back to Disney after going to Universal.
Yeah. So we came back and then prepared ourselves for like a marathon day at Disney, which was now yesterday at this point. So yesterday we did the impossible. We went to all 4 parks in one day. And I would
And
say
we had
like,
where we went to the pool as well at
Yep.
our resort. We
Oh, yeah.
took a little break midday.
oh yeah. And I think we honestly did arguably like the marquee attraction in each of the 4 parks.
I think so, too.
Like we really did that. Like,
Yeah.
which is amazing. So we started bright and early at DAC as one does, and Brave Boy rode Flight of Passage for the first
Brave
time.
girl.
I'm sorry. That's honestly going to be my
It's your pit.
No, actually, I think Stardust was my pick.
Fair.
Just because, like, that was way too
Bye,
intense for
Mitchie.
me. Aw. Bye, hon.
Bye,
We'll see you
Mitchie.
next time. Yeah, I'm proud of myself for doing Flight of Passage because I've wanted to do it for years. And I'm glad to say that I did, but honestly, I literally never need to do that again.
Yeah,
I was
that's fair.
so nauseous. I was like, I think I'm going to hurl.
Yeah.
And we were with new friends, and so I was like trying to be cool, and I was like, oh yeah, I can do it. It'll be fine.
like,
And then the whole time
I'm
I was
actually
like,
going to puke. He was sweating.
yeah, look over at me like halfway through the ride,
Green.
and I was like, eyes closed, like hee-hee-hooing, like, like it was not for me, but glad I did it. I feel like they really do
proud
try
of
to
you.
warn you that it's going to be bad.
They do,
'cause
but
beforehand,
also I
they're
think
like,
it got a little like rougher, I think, through the years. Because I don't remember, like when I first went on it, I was like, this is like the easiest, best, like most technologically advanced ride. Like everything worked perfectly. Now I'm like, the vision was kind of doubling a little bit.
yeah, they're like, it's just like
Yeah.
Sora, and I'm like, Mama, no, it's not.
No, mama.
No. Yeah, it's
Mommy,
like if
no,
Soren was
mommy.
on crack. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
too much.
Mhm.
They said right before you get on there, like, if anyone has any sensitivity to motion, please exit before the 4.5 minute ride. And I was like, 4.5 minutes?
And you thought about it.
I did think about it, but I did it because I said, I'm a brave boy. And I did it because I wanted to see the avatars. I wanted to see Pandora. I said, show it to me, Rachel.
Show it to me, Rachel.
Where is it, Rachel? Yep. And I
Title
did.
of that.
Yeah, title of that. Show it to me, Rachel. Yep. So we did that. And then we sat down and we had a nice chill, like kind of brunch lunch at Nomad Lounge, which I had also never
Lovely.
done before. Very, very nice.
Lovely.
And then we hauled on over to Hollywood Studios and we were able to check out both
New shows.
which was great. I'm glad that we saw it. I'm not going to say they were great, but it was great that we got to see them both.
No, they were solid.
Full review to come, but definitely cool that we got to do that. And then from there,
Took a
we
siesta.
definitely needed it because, as you know, Hollywood Studios in the middle of the daytime, it's just like, it's not that
1,000
girl.
degrees.
It's the heat is just not giving. So we did that for a while. We saw Mermaid first and then Villains. I think that was the appropriate order.
I think so
frankly.
too. Mm-hmm.
And then took ourselves on the Skyliner back over to our resort and got into the pool, the playa.
To the little pool.
Yeah, we had a little brief pool moment, which honestly was like life-saving too, because it was so hot.
Agreed.
Need to do that. You need to
You
build
need to do
and
that.
rest time.
Yeah.
That's like honestly pro tip. Like anytime you think you're like, we have to go because we have to do it all. I'm going to
No,
save you some
don't do
time.
it.
You can't do it all. So just build and rest time.
Yeah.
You'll thank yourself. So we did that. And then after our little siesta, we like hopped back on the Skyliner over to Epcot and we got to do Guardians.
Road Guardians.
Which was
Love.
also so great because
Amazing.
we got so lucky because we got September, which I'd never had before. Have you had September
No,
Guardians?
I've only ridden it one other time, and it wasn't September.
What?
I think I got not Conga. What's the other one? Not Iran.
Iran.
No.
One way or another.
Yeah, one way or another. That's what I got.
One way or another. I mean,
Yeah.
that's not bad.
That's good.
I've had Congo like multiple times. I feel like it's good. They were hating on it, but I thought it was good. Dun 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 dun.
I mean, I love
Dun,
Gloria.
bum, bum. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Miami Sound Machine.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it was good. But honestly, September is great. So that was cool that we got to do that. And then afterwards, we popped over to the best pavilion in the world showcase. Went over to Mexico. Got ourselves
Got a little
some
avocado marg.
Yeah. Watched a poor guest like get escorted out.
Oh, yeah, that was
Stroke.
sad.
I don't know what was
I don't
happening.
know.
It was scary. And we just like hung out in the Mexico pavilion for a little bit. Great vibes, good times. And then after that, left there. Oh, we did
We did Spaceship Earth.
Earth. Always good. Yeah. Although it did break right before we got off.
It did. It was weird because, you see, I don't know, something's going on with my energy because I literally was like joking and I was like delayed when we were going back down like the hill, and then it did. Immediately it stopped, and somebody came on the thing and they were like, "Sorry,
yeah, attention time travelers."
Yeah, it is delayed."
Yeah, and I was like, "Great."
I was like, "Great, sorry guys."
And it's crazy too because we were literally like about to get off, like we were one car away from getting off. We were just like sitting there. I'm like, okay. But honestly, in the grand scheme of things,
it
was like
was
30
fine.
seconds.
It was like fine.
So we did that, and then we got back on the monorail and took ourselves over to Magic Kingdom.
Mm-hmm.
It was such a vibe because we got there just as it was like dusk. Truly the best time at MK.
Beautiful.
It was gorgeous. Like all the little like lights
Twinkle
lit up
lights.
on everything.
Yeah,
So pretty.
so nice.
And like we were so lucky. It was not crowded at all, really. Like, you know, usually before fireworks time, people are like posted up, and there were people sitting places, but it was not hard to find a good spot at all.
Yeah.
Like, so we walked in and got ourselves a little
Sweet trees, like nice little Rice Krispie Mickey head.
buttery, crispy flake.
Buttery crispy flake.
Show it to me, Rachel.
It was so good though. That actually was a very good Rice Krispie.
Oh, it was
a little
sweet. My
My
teeth were like
definitely
furry.
hurting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, okay.
I liked
cloying. And then we had a great vantage point.
We
Like,
watched
we
the
just
fireworks.
waltzed right up and watched
It was
Happily Ever
beautiful.
After. Both of us were like, like,
Yeah.
and then the real tea.
And
So HEA ends.
once the fireworks ended, we literally did the opposite of what everybody else was doing, which they were all rushing to the exit. We went the opposite direction.
Mhm.
And honey, we got right onto the marquee attraction at Magic Kingdom.
Princess Tati's Bayou
Princess
Dip.
Tati's Bayou Dip.
Yeah, which again, also
That was my first time riding.
Better at night.
Loved it.
At night.
At night. I loved it.
Yeah.
I thought it was amazing.
Also so lucky because it was A, actually operational, period, and B, I would say like
Pretty
90%
fully
of the
full.
like
Yeah.
animatronics were
Yeah.
working too, which, you know, for that ride, we'll take it.
I thought it was so good.
Yeah, it was cute.
I really that actually may have been, now that I'm thinking about it, that might have been my peach.
It's a solid way
It was
to
a
like
solid,
end
but
it.
yeah, it was solid.
Yeah.
It was really good.
Yeah, it was so cool to like walk through Frontierland. There was nobody else in there, so you could just hear the like soft music, Liberty Bell sitting
We
there.
were taking one last glance
on the
at
rivers of
the
America.
rivers
Yeah.
while we can.
We're just like strolling up and we're like, oh my God, like let's just look at Tiana's. It's so pretty at night. And then we're like,
And then
oh
we're
my
like,
God,
it's running.
open. We just literally
Yeah.
walked right on. It was incredible.
So good.
It was such a good experience. Didn't get soaked either, which was great. Like,
Yeah. And it was hot anyway, so I was like, whatever. I don't even
yeah.
care if I did get soaked.
yeah. And then we casually just like moseyed our way back on out of the park. It was a really
Yeah.
like solid way to end it. Yeah. And then like, you know, even getting home wasn't hell. Like a lot of times leaving Magic Kingdom is like torturous.
It wasn't
was
bad at
not
all.
bad at
I think
all.
because we waited till after the rush.
I mean,
And
that's
it
the
was
way to do
great.
it though,
That
girl.
honestly was the smartest move. It's the way to do it.
Yeah, it was good. So we did that. We got back last night. We were literally delirious, just like giggling, cackling all night. Show it to me, Rachel.
Show me to me,
Show me,
Rachel.
baby.
Is it on TikTok?
Too much. I'm like, our poor neighbors on the other side of the wall are
us.
gonna like call the
Hate
police
us.
on us. But it was worth it. And then this morning we got up, we took a little stroll. We've been resort hopping today. Again, a really solid like last day activity, I think. Like kind of come down. So we like went over to the Riviera this morning because it's just a hop and a skip
So
from
cute.
from
Loved.
City
I
R.
want to stay there next
Yeah,
time.
Gorgeous.
Next time.
Gorgeous. Also
Or
smells
here.
excellent.
Love it here.
Yeah. So we were over in Riviera. We checked out the little coffee shop over there and vibed a little bit, packed up,
And
and then
pooped our pants.
yeah, a
and
little
then,
SRP. Yep.
Yep. And then that was it.
Yeah. And then we've been just like looping around the Magic Kingdom area monorails this afternoon. So we hit up Contemporary just to like start for a minute, met up with a friend, and then zoomed over to the Poly for a little. Also had some lunch, and then continued our way on through. We stopped in the G Flow for like half a second. It is actively under construction right now. like new bars being put in. You can't see anything. They have walls up and stuff, but I'm sure if we went upstairs and
They
like
took
looked
out
down,
the
you
cage.
could
There was a cage there.
yeah, there's like a bird cage.
Bird.
Armand. Yeah. And then we took the little boat, the little friendship boat, over to Wilderness Lodge where we are now.
Yeah.
And we've just been vibing in. I really do feel like
made
this has
some
been
really good
such a
friends
great-
this trip. Oh my God, I really had so much fun.
Yeah, truly. I love new Disney friends.
I loved it.
Yeah, it's been really, really fun. I feel like we really did it, girl.
We
really
did the thing.
it. We've been talking about wanting to do this for like literal years. But
Yeah.
Like this
now we
trip
actually did it.
specifically
Yeah.
For like a long time. And I think this is all just a sign of like more and more great things to come. We've been talking about all of this like manifestation and us being like, this is going to happen, that's going to happen, we're going to do this. And I really think about how at this point in like early mid-June, it literally was like 6 months ago that we recorded our first episode of the pod.
Yeah.
And think about how far we've come in 6 months and what we've been able to do. And
True.
like, thanks to listeners like you on PBS. But literally, like, it's been so cool.
Maybe.
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 Show it to me, Rachel. Please. Yeah, but I am really happy that we got to do this. It's been a really, really fun experience, and I can't wait for, like, what's next. We were plotting and scheming a little bit while we were here, talking about, like, future trips and things we want to do, and just, like, really thankful for the opportunity to spend time with each other, because this is really
we never
just, like,
got to
the
do
best.
this. Yeah, this was like so nice to go like on a trip by ourselves. That was so nice.
Yeah, and then also just like make new friends and like
Yeah.
new memories and do stuff together. We got so much fun content that you guys are going to have to stay tuned for. It's going to be rolling out over the coming days and weeks because listen, honey, this was first and foremost a business trip.
That's right.
Okay,
honey.
we were working.
Working gals.
Yeah, working gal.
Island gal. Got our island gal here.
Exactly. So we were like getting some good content for you guys. You got to stay tuned for that. But I would say like for this one, just to give you a heads up of what's to come. So we're going to make sure that this gets posted on our page so that you all can listen to it. And then we'll record like more formal traditional episodes once we're back in Philly, back at our home based in the studio. And we'll be able to do a more comprehensive breakdown, kind of like moment by moment
we'll
of
give you
the trip,
details.
really get into the deets because there is lots to share,
lots
honey.
of
There
deets.
was so much more to the highs, but honestly, even more to the lows.
More to the lows.
And let's be real, that's what you want to hear about. You want the tea.
You want the tea.
Yeah, no, but it's been really, really fun. Thank you all so much. Thanks for tuning in
thanks,
for our little
guys.
live episode, our little special edition here at the Wilderness Lodge at the Walt Disney World Resort in Lake Buena Vista, Florida.
Orlando, Florida.
Yeah, I'm Walt Kidney.
And here's your host, Tinklebell.
Exactly. Thank you guys so much
Thanks,
for tuning
guys.
in. Until next time, this was Ears to It. I'm Eric,
And I'm Nick.
and we'll see you real soon.
Bye, y'all.
Bye-bye.
No, stop it.
Show it to me, Rachel.
Show me to me, baby.